Let's show a little bit of consistency, shall we?
Wait. Matron, take them away.
And a warm welcome to one and all. If this is your first time here, I am the big fella that is the Scruffy Trader. And what I'm trying to do is put trading in the real world. Maybe show you a trick or two along the way. And talking of showing things, it's Wonderwink sitting with me, sporting our new merchandise. Yeah, we've got a merch shop now. Yeah, look at that. Whoa, yeah, get a look at that. I look at that all the time.
Oh, that's disgusting.
We're having a good day today. We're having an exceptional day because we're on countdown to our holiday. Because apparently the one we had a few weeks ago wasn't long enough, so somebody said we had to go again. What do you mean? It was you.
We don't take much convincing, do you?
I've got no choice. What you say has to go. Right. So I have to pay for it.
I don't know where you get your delusions, laser brain.
So let's have a quick look. We're on DAX and cable. I have been showing this to the guys in the Scruffy Squad, but I'll quickly show you something. This is my 5%ers, and it is cable. You should be able to see that top corner. And I'm currently sitting at 641 profit in this, running up into target, which I am quite happy with. But I've also had a bit of a stonker of a day today. I'll just pull that up so you can see them all. That's what I've been dropping into them. So I am more than happy with how this is going. Let's get rid of that for now. So what am I doing today? Well, my 5% is doing really well, so I'm just going to let that get on with it. As you see, it's a phenomenal day today, but it's a big account, so you can up your lot sizes, stuff like that. And I try and explain this all the time with the guys in the scruffs. It's not about the big swingers. It's just about, well, loading up with common sense to the size of your account and just getting out what the market's willing to give you. It's that simple. And as we go through it, and if you don't know what the Scruffy Squad is, it's this. There's the exact same sheet. I talk them through what I'm doing over and over. And the guys themselves, they are constantly chatting amongst themselves, which is good. They are, well done there, McNeil. Happy days. He's making some money. And that's what this is all about. The guys are moving forward constantly. And that, well, it just doesn't get any better than that for me. So why am I bothering to do this in the first place? Well, might come as a shocker to you. Winky costs a lot of money.
Are you serious?
So I have to pay for it. Such is life. But no, I love the charts. I love my job. And trading is my job. I'm here every day, as you see. I upload videos pretty much every day based on what I'm doing during the day. Now, if you want to see exactly how I trade and actually learn a little bit about it yourself, do come into the Scruffy Squad, because you'll only ever see a snapshot on YouTube. But in the Scruffy Squad, there's well over 1,000 videos, not of just me trading, how I trade, because I do the how and the why.
You're taller than I imagined.
I'm bigger in every department.
Couple that with the live training that I do, you may well enhance your knowledge. And that's the whole plan. And the idea of the scruffs is shared learning and a community. That's what I want. Because I watch some of the sort of chitter chatter in other ones, and even on the 5%ers, I've got a lot of time for the 5%ers, as you've seen. And if you want to try it, there's a discount link in the description below. But sometimes in their Discord and one thing and another, they argue like there's no tomorrow, and I just think, what's the point? you know, fortunately they're not giving death threats like what I get on an email, but
Bring on the dancing girls. Get rid of this idiot.
Fuck you. Off.
they do. Maybe it's the world over. I don't know. All I'll say to things like that when you argue about this chart, this indicator, that indicator, or even the product, does it really matter? See, ultimately a chart is a chart, and the only difference between them is the speed of movement, because they're either going to go up, they're going to go down, or they're going to go sideways. And it don't matter what chart you look at, that is the profile. The difference is how quick it gets there. Now, the DAX I like because it moves very quickly, and in fact, it's moving to a point where I'm actually, just a second, because this is, no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for it to release a little bit of pressure, and then I'm going to get in. What I'm driving at is, it don't matter. Sometimes you pick fault because of your own failings, and I think that's wrong. Look at why you're failing and enhance it. Embrace your failure. And that's a strange thing to say. What do you mean? Embrace your failure. Well, I journal all the time, and I'm not looking for the win. I'm looking for the fail, and then I can get better. And that's what I've done over the last 15 years. You know, focused on all of my failure points and never try to repeat the same one twice. Hope that makes sense. Whereas some others, it's kind of, it's like half glass, half full. Which camp are you in? If you're going to moan all the time because you're failing, you're always going to fail. You know, just admit you fail, and then understand why, and don't argue or bitch about it. Just get on with it. Who knows? Who knows? Just thoughts from a cranky old fella. So let me let this unwind a little bit. I'll just switch the camera off, and I'll switch it back on when it's time to go to market, because it might be 15, 20 minutes. And then I'll come in and I'll kind of explain what it is that I'm going to be trading. Okay, catch you in a sec.
Well, we're waiting.
Okay, guys, we back. Pull back into the level which I am after, which is here. And then we're going to look to get up here somewhere. That's the general gist. Why? Well, pull this out to the hour. Now, the hour is an anchor chart. What's an anchor chart? An anchor chart is somewhere where you look to get your idea. All right? You analyze it and you get a good idea of what the market's trying to achieve. Now, talking of things, I set up a free Telegram for you guys, basically because of what I was talking about earlier on, about people arguing, and I was sick to death of every time you talk to somebody, there's 1,000 bots come in and it's like, join this Facebook group, get this signal. There's none of that in this Telegram, and it's free, and it's drop in the description, and it is there simply for you guys to talk to yourselves in peace. Now, something was brought up earlier on, because obviously I kind of G them up with what I'm doing and talk to them as they're coming in, and sure enough, they're there. And it was asked, is it discretionary or a strict rule strategy that I do? Well, I kind of answered it the best I can, but I thought what I would do is I would kind of explain it to you guys as well. If you're looking for the wonder system, and I mean the wonder system, not Wonder Wink sitting next to me here, right? I found Wonder Wink and I'm keeping it, right? So I like her. Well, I like you occasionally. I didn't like you this morning. Spent a fortune again.
I think that was your fault.
I know, because not only are we going on holiday in a couple of weeks, I've opened me gob, and the family's coming with us in September, so this year is going to be rather expensive. Oh dear.
You never learn.
I never learn. I never learn.
All the time.
I do. But it'll be a laugh. Anyway, cut long story short. What I'm getting at is, if you're looking for the system and you think there is just a magical set of rules that X marks the spot and you're just going to follow that every time, as is shown on sort of various adverts, it doesn't exist. It never has. Why? Markets are dynamic and they don't follow rules. Not really. There are certain parts of it that do, you know, and that's why indicators are there. And what you've got to remember is an indicator is exactly what it says it is. It's an indication of what may be, not what is. So what you have to do is what I'm doing here, and is have an overall basis of reading the market. Now, you can be taught to read a market, and then you can be taught what indicator to put when, and then read between the lines and make a decision. But if you think there's just a list of, right, this indicator's here, this one's here, go. No. You have to understand what it is you're trying to achieve in the first place. All right. I hope that makes sense. And it's probably why I've got little time for the Lambo boys, because I know what they're trying to sell you is false. All right. Learn to read a chart. So one thing that I see here, look at this hourly sort of range. There's quite a bit of data here. Now, you could say that's trending, but is it? It is, but it's trending within a range. And where is it at in this range? Well, it's at the bottom. So if it's at the bottom and it is failing, is it not common sense it's going to move up? Then you've got to use a little bit of common sense. Well, how far is it going to move up and how long is it going to take to get there? Well, if it's taken, well, let's have a look. Measuring tool, that move started there and it ended here. That took an entire day to get down to here. So common sense is going to tell you it's going to take at least an entire day, 24, 25 hours to get back up. And that's assuming it's sticking to the same velocity. But what we do know is that markets creep upstairs and they seem to take an elevator downstairs. So this might actually take 2 or 3 days to get up here. Okay, which will be Friday this week. And then in the middle of it, you have the oscillations, because the market, as you can see, even though these are red, they are still jostling around. Jostle, jostle, jostle. You can make money from these small movements. Reading a chart, guys, but understanding why it's doing something in the first place. In this case, it looks like it's looking to move up into the range where it's coming from. Simple stuff. So that's the way to look at it, and then just apply your rules and your certain criteria that you have in place. Now, I do have certain things that I look for, but the first thing I do is I work out the direction and what I think the market is going to do. Then I apply them. I don't do it the other way around. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. Let's see if we can get a couple £100 out of this, and I'll be more than happy. Okay. So I'll run the trade and I'll catch you soon. that's it, boys and girls. We done. Why did I pull all the stops up, take bulk of money out? Well, there's a news event in about 20 minutes time, and I don't want to be caught on the wrong side of it. So the trick is work the waves, which you kind of see me doing. I'm wanting it to get up to this green box. Well, it almost got there. It's not to say that it won't do it a little bit later today, but there's the waves. There's the levels that I put in, and they're pretty much bang on. And I think it's paid me quite well. And that's the art of trading. It's what I'm trying to get across about mechanical systems and sort of X marks the spot. A lot of it takes experience. And why? Because you've seen it before. And it's repetition on something that you're used to, almost like muscle memory. It's a bit like Wink. See, she automatically cleaned up before I came on the camera. Why did you clean up before I came on the camera?
I don't think people want to see your leftover pie.
I know, but you're a clean freak, and I'm not. So her muscle memory is to pick up after me all the time, which after last night's meal...
You ding-dong!
Probably needs to, because I think I had more of it on the bench. But in fairness, boys and girls, I had a go. I did try. I really did.
It was lovely, actually. It was.
See? Oh, how good was that? What do you mean it was good? Normally you complain. What do you want?
And I think that did taste nice.
All right, okay. See? Yin and yang. And that's the other side of trading as well. It's not always one-sided. Got to be able to take the bad with the good, the yin and the yang. And if you understand the bad, makes the good better. Isn't that good, eh? See, I'm the bad and she's the good.
What are you after now?
Sex.
You dirty old man.
She hates it really, because whenever we're out in public she'll ask me a question, she's well, are you ready for the answer?
Never.
Never.
You never know what it's going to be.
You know, you're a classic example of the inverse ratio between the size of the mouth and the size of the brain.
Well, there you go. What do I say about life, boys and girls? It is for living. I work to live. I don't live to work. Yes, I do it a lot. Yes, I love my job, but I love my life, and my job gives me that life. Hope that kind of made sense. Did that make sense?
It did, yeah.
Oh, how good is that? Are you making any sense of the chart? That'll be no then.
It's good.
Wink's having I'll call it a journey of discovery.
No way.
As with a lot of you guys, you think that I make it look easy. It's not. And I can't stress that enough. It's easy if you know what you're looking for, but it's like a needle in a haystack. And you've got to understand what that haystack is before you can pick the needle up. I hope that does that make sense to what I'm talking about?
Yeah. You still make it look easy, though.
Yeah, but how long have I done this?
True.
You know, how long have you done it? 6 weeks.
A bit more.
6 weeks, 8 weeks at a push. And she thinks she's going to be Warren Buffett. Don't get me wrong, our account is up. But if I left you on your own, what would have happened to it?
Yeah.
That would have, oh dear, right, fair enough. But we've all got to learn, haven't we?
Well, very true.
And you will get there. And you will.
Hopefully.
No, you will. Because I'll sit here and I'll watch what you're doing. So you'll be fine.
Fingers crossed.
No fingers crossed. Plan it. Do it. In fact, will do it. Can do it. I'm enjoying this bit. Hang on, I'll do that again. Action. Right? Will do it. Can do it. Did it. That's because we got 4 kids. So we obviously did.
I would like to extend to you an invitation to the pants party.
Sorry. Tight. What?
We're getting sidetracked.
Right, oh, I'm sidetracked every single day. I'm having a moment.
Hello.
Oh, that was a good moment. Right, I'm going to leave you with your moments. So as always, boys and girls, trade well, keep the risk managed, but above all, do what you love. The money will follow. See you all in the next one.